Hello and welcome back to a brand new godot tutorial. In today's tutorial I'm going to be going over an advanced jumping tutorial because Popit Gaming Ganstring did ask, great tutorial, but could you do one for making the jump vary in height depending on how long you hold the button? Yes, I can. So by holding the button, I'm guessing that you mean every time you jump the jump height could change and you can have a limited amount of jumps. I'll just show you right here. So let's say that we jump. See in the output it's going to say -600 because that is our normal jump height. If we go over here and we try and do the wall jump once, you see it's going to be a -580 and it's going to say one jump. But if we do it twice, one jump, two jump, we can't jump anymore. So if you can see, so the normal jump would be -600. The first jump that you do on the wall will be a -580, and the second jump that you do on a wall will be -500, and it's not going to allow you to jump after that. So if I go here and then 1, 2, and then try and jump again, it's not going to let me jump again. And you can see that the normal jump is this high, first wall jump, and then our first wall jump, second wall jump. You can see them get shorter and shorter as you go up, but you can't only do two, but you can change that however you want here in the code. So I'm going to be going over all of this today. So make sure you guys do stay tuned so you can basically know what's going on. It's a advanced jumping system, but at the same time not very advanced, if you know what I'm saying. It's just the system of how to count your jumps. So let's get into this tutorial. Alright, so to get started with this tutorial, or the coding part of this tutorial, we are going to need to add some variables. So if you don't already have a variable area, then just add them at the top of your script. So we're going to want 3 variables. One's going to be called, we'll just name it number of wall jumps, I guess, because we're going to want to keep track of the number of wall jumps that we're at. So if we're at 1 wall jump, we want to keep track of that. Our next variable is going to be wall jump. So like I'm just going to name it wall jump, but it's just going to say like if we're wall jumping, or if we're allowed to wall jump, or if we're not allowed to wall jump. So if we hit our max wall jumps, if we hit our, which this is going to be the variable max wall jumps. So if we end up hitting whatever your max wall jump is, I'm just going to make it 2. Then that's going to change to false, and then we won't be able to jump anymore. So that's going to be 2. Now we're going to want to go into a physics process delta function, and I'm just going to go down to the bottom, and I'm going to make a jump. So in this script, as of now, I have no jump, no way of jumping. So I'm just going to, if input, that is underscore action just pressed, whatever button is your jump button, mine is UI up. And then once we have that, we want to check if it's on the floor. So if is on the floor, and that is a function. And then so if it is on the floor, then we want to set our number of wall jumps, or set it back to 0, because if we're wall jump once but we hit the ground, we want that to reset to 0 to act like we've never wall jumped. And if we do click the up button and we are on the ground, then we want to actually jump. So we'll just jump. Also, you have to have a jump thing. I just put mine to jump and put -600. You can put whatever you want there as long as it's a negative. Motion.y equals jump. Boom. And I'm just going to print motion y so we can see just like we did in the intro. And that's it. So now if we were to go and play, well, we have a jump, and if we look at the output, it says -600, which is perfect. Now we want to add the actual wall jumping part. So it's going to be a pretty decently long script, or not that long, like maybe 15 lines, and then we're just going to copy and paste that down and change a couple things to make it for the left side. So if is on wall. So, whoops, if is on wall. And then we want to also check to see if the input right is being pressed. So if we're up against the wall, that's what we're checking for. So if we are on a wall and input dot is action pressed, we don't want just pressed, we want is action pressed. And then what we're gonna do, we'll just do the right side for now. So put whatever key is your right key, and boom. Now we want to add an if statement. So I'm just going to go if num of wall jumps, that variable, and then if that's not equal to 2, we'll do if it's less than 2. So if number of wall jumps is less than 2, then it's going to be able to go into this function. Now if it's in this function, we want number of wall jumps to equal number of wall jumps plus 1. Yeah. So basically, if we're at, let's say it's our first wall jump is going to, our number of wall jumps is going to be equal to 0. But once we jump on a wall once, it's going to be equal to 1, because it's going to go 0, 0 is less than 2. 0 equals 0 plus 1, so it's going to equal 1. Now if we wall jump again without touching the ground, it's going to be 1. So 1 is also less than 2. Number of wall jumps equals, our number of wall jumps equals 1, so it's going to be 1 plus 1, which is 2. And if we try and jump again, it's not going to let us. So it won't actually let us jump, because it won't be able to go into this function. Now we are going to want to make another if statement. So if wall jumps equals true, which that means we're allowed to jump. If it equals true, then we want to see, or I'm going to have it varying. So the first wall jump we do is going to be not too much under our normal jump. Our normal jump is negative 600. I want my first wall jump to be negative, we'll just do negative 580, because you want it to be less than your normal jump, and maybe you don't want it to be less than your normal jump. So I'm just going to put 580, and then just so we can see in the output, I'm going to do print motion.y. Yeah, I'm also going to we'll do this. So it can, I did this in our intro, number of wall jumps, and then just jumps. We'll do that, number of wall jumps. So it's gonna, I'm gonna have that say jump. Whoops. Hold up. Jump. There we go. And that's only because whenever it's going to output it, wall jumps isn't declared. Oh, I named that wall jump, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, so this is just going to, you don't have to add this. I'm just adding this so we can look at the output down here, and it's going to tell us like what we're on. So that's if wall jump equals 1. Oh, I didn't even put that, did I? Hold up. So if wall jumps, here, remove this, or I'm gonna copy that. So just copy that. We want to also add an if statement. I forgot to add the if statement. All right. So if wall jumps equals true, we also want to check if number of wall jumps is equal to 1. So if it is equal to 1, then we want to do that. Yeah. Okay. Now we want to add an else if, and then number of wall jump is equal to 2, and if it is equal to 2, then we want motion.y. However, how you want your jump to be, I'm gonna do negative 500, I guess. It's like 80 less than the one before, and then we're gonna fall to the ground. And then same thing is right here. I'm gonna put that here. You don't have to add that. I'm just doing that so we can see what's going on in the output, and then else, and then we'll just pass because we don't need anything. Copy this entire, so I'm going to copy 15 lines from this pass all the way up to this if statement about if is on wall. Just copy that, go down below, paste in the same spot, and you should be good. We have to change some stuff here. So if we're pressing on the one that you copy and paste, you want to do your left key, and that's all you have to change. Yeah, so let me zoom out some. That's gonna be hard to see. All right, so we go if input dot is action just pressed, UI up. Then if we're on the floor, it's gonna do a number of wall jumps. It's gonna set number of wall jumps to 0. It's gonna let us do our normal jump. It's gonna print our whatever our jump motion was. Now, if we're on a wall and we're like holding onto the wall, then it's gonna go through this, and this goes if number of wall jumps is less than 2, it will enter into here. If it is, we'll just say it's equal to 0. Then it's gonna be 0 equals 0 plus 1. So if wall jumps equals true, then it's gonna say if number of wall jumps equals 1, which number of wall jumps for our example will equal 1. It's going to say motion.y equals negative 580. It's going to print the motion.y, so it should down here print negative 580, and then it's going to print 1 jump. So let's test it out into play. Let's look at the output down there. Let me bring this a little closer, just like that. Hold up. All right, so if we wall jump once, twice, see that? Once, twice. So that's on the ground. That's 1 wall jump. That's 2 wall jumps. And once we get to 2, it won't let me go anymore. You can hear me clicking the button. It will not let me jump anymore. It stops as soon as you get there. So, boom. Okay, so if we look here, it's going to give us, as soon as we hop on the wall for the first time, it's going to say negative 580, which is what we set it to. And it's going to print out that's been the first jump on the wall. And we have not touched the ground yet. So if we don't touch the ground, it's going to say our second jump will be negative 500. And it's going to say 2 jump. And then you won't be able to jump again. Once you hit the ground, it's going to say negative 600 because that's going to be your jump at the ground or your normal jump. And then I just went on the wall again for the last part. But yeah, that's basically how you are going to want to do this here in Godot. I hope this video did help. If it did, remember to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment down video ideas. I am working on a shooting system. I have got a couple comments about a shooting system or melee shooting system here in Godot for a platformer, so I am working on that. It's probably going to be about a 2 or 3 part series because there's going to be art and everything involved in it. It's going to be like a mini game, I guess you can say, for the shooting. So if it does take a little while, I've been working on that for about the last week to try and see if it looks, or try and make it look pretty good. But other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope it helped. And remember, if it did help, let me know what else you need help on in the comments down below, and I will for sure get to you. I know it's been a while, but I am back, and I'm going to be working on videos all week, trying to upload 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, just to help you out in Godot, help you get on a roll, help you achieve your game or finish your game here in Godot. And I am working on a kind of like a platformer tutorial. It's going to be probably like 20 parts about how to make your own platformer. I'm trying to build custom art and everything for it, so it should be fun. I've been working on that as well. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I cannot wait to see you in the next Godot tutorial that will be coming on Friday. Today's Wednesday, and I will stick to my saying. I know I haven't been really sticking to my saying lately, but I will. So wait, double jump works on this side, and it also works on this side. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If it did help, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, stay safe, stay awesome, and I will see you guys in another godot tutorial. Have a safe and wonderful rest of your time, and see you soon.